Hi, everybody. Thank you so much for getting on this call real quick. What we want to do is give you a very quick overview of what this looks like in the homes with moms trying to build a business. And the company that we're representing is Isogenics. It's been around for a couple decades now. And we do have a lot of people on our team who are men, who are women, who have children, who don't have children. But this specific call is really to give information to those of you who are moms who are trying to figure out maybe this could be an option for your family. Maybe you work a full-time job, maybe you stay at home with your kids and you're just really open to it because you're thinking of a way to bring another stream of income into your home and you just want to hear a little bit more about it. So we have some amazing women on the call today. I'm so excited to introduce you to them. What's crazy about this, and a lot of women don't even understand, or they're afraid to take a look at this, is because they do really well for their family. They're the bread earners. They have an amazing income coming in every year, but they are away from home a lot. They travel a lot. They work for corporate executives and they have a kind of the golden handcuffs, so to speak. And so we have a lot of women on our team who may think or have heard, not even on our team, but out there, who think this is just a little hobby. These are for women who just need something to do when they're at home, staying at home with their kids. They need to bring a little bit of money in. And what I want to bring light to today is this is for anybody, no matter what your financial goals are. We have people on our team who they just want babysitting money to go out on dates with their husband, or they just want enough money to help with one of their children to get them the tuition to get through college. And some women are like, no, I need a mortgage payment. I need a car payment because I'm walking away from a job, or I'm not sure about the security of my job right now. And there's just a lot of instability right now all over. And so what this does is it brings light to an industry and a company that's been around for a long time, and there is no perfect industry, there's no perfect business, but when you can really start to utilize technology and you can tap into the health and wellness arena where people having their health, taking care of themselves and their kids' health, it's something that's not really going to go away. It's a need that kind of keeps going up there when we're looking at, I can get rid of my house cleaner, I can get rid of this, but I'm not going to get rid of my nutrition food, and I need food, and I need this simplicity in my life of this nutrition. It's one of those things that people just aren't willing to give up right away. And so it's a great industry to be a part of. And so what we want to do is just bring light to the fact that there are women on our team. Every person on this call today averages $100,000 up to $500,000 a year in income. And we don't say that to brag. We're saying that because there are women out there who would love to walk away from their corporate team and their corporate job, but they don't know that something like this is available where they could work from home and travel very little and work through their own website and not have to worry about product development and manufacturing, all these other things. It's all done for us. All we're doing is directing somebody from point A to point B and making that connection for them as a consumer in the realm of health and wellness, which is a booming industry and it's not going away anytime soon. So my personal story is I'm a former high school teacher. I had zero sales experience. I was kind of afraid of this at first because I thought I don't want to be that pushy lady who's chasing people around with business cards all the time. But what I found in doing this for so long now is it's really about connecting and listening and having that heartfelt moment in conversation with that other mom out there who is looking for simple nutrition for her kids or for herself, or trying to get more energy, or her husband doesn't want to spend money on performance products when he's at the gym with all of these additives in them. And just being able to connect the dots for people and say, you know what, I have something that might help you. Or I heard you talking about this, I have something that might help you. Or people saying, I just wish I could make enough and have some type of a side income where I could pay our van and our SUV payment because, we had 2 kids, now we have 3 or 4 coming and we need to upgrade our vehicle. I just wish we had a little bit more to be able to pay that. And that is all I've done over the last almost 9 or so years now, is connecting the dots for people with that. And then they're either open to it or they're not. And we've found that a lot of women are very open to it. And once they understand our very simple system, we plug them into it. And then it's up to them with our support. And the other cool thing about this is the community. A lot of women feel like once I get home with the kids, I miss that. I miss being around my teacher friends and my colleagues and just getting together. And I have never felt more fulfilled in my life ever. I love our kids. My husband's amazing. But just being able to have that crew, my girls, and and just being able to connect with them and them understanding me and what I'm going through and me understanding what they're going through as a mom, as a business owner. And just having that community has been so important, and what so many people are really looking for, and being able to do things like this through technology and connecting people through Zoom calls like this, where we don't have to leave our house. We're all four of us right now have kids in our home. They're watching video games, or they're reading their books, or they're taking naps. And we just literally weave this in and around how we're able to do that. So when the other part is just preparing people for impact. You know, when I first started this, I just wanted to make a couple extra $100 a month to pay a car payment. That was it. I had no idea what I could do with this because I didn't see it. Nobody really said, like, these are the amounts of money you can make. And honestly, I don't even know if I would have been interested at the time, but we've been through some stuff. We've had a sick child who was hospitalized in ICU for a month. I was able to sleep in his bed, in his hospital bed with him every single night. I never once left the hospital, and I didn't have to ask a boss for time off, yet our business grew while I was there. I was able to work from my phone. I was able to help new people get started. I was able to help customers get started all through my phone. And then a couple years after that, our house was struck by lightning and burned to the ground. And I was months deep in insurance and trying to deal with everything that we had going on. Yet our business, we promoted to a new level that like a couple months later. And that's the power of duplication and teamwork. And that's what I want so many people to understand about this. So this has blessed our lives in so many ways. We really truly look at this as a way to give back, and just being able to have that extra income instead of living paycheck to paycheck and wondering how are we going to pay this next bill, and shifting into the mindset of more abundance. It changes everything. When you have more than you need, you're able to give more and do more and be more and help more. And that is the community that we're a part of. So I am honored to be a part of this company and this phone call today. And I'm excited to introduce you to my dear friend, Amy. And she's an amazing mom, and she's going to share her story next. Thank you, Amy.
Thank you, Kim. Hey, everyone. I'm so honored to be here on this call because just like these other three women, our passion is absolutely speaking to moms and working and sharing our story, because if there is just one of you out there watching this call who can relate and is looking for options, I can relate so much, because that was me. I got into network marketing about 6 years ago, and I am so grateful for my friend who shared it with me. And there were two really important things that that were happening at that time and going through my head. And one of them was she was leaving her job at Capitol Hill to go into network marketing and had already replaced her income. And I thought, first of all, there's no way that this is not legitimate. Like, if she's leaving her job at Capitol Hill, I know that this is a legitimate business option, which I was completely unaware of up until the time she introduced network marketing to me. I had never even heard of it before. So it was so nice to immediately know that this was something that is an option. And then also, she was one of my most introverted friends from college, and seeing her thriving in this industry let me, a fellow introvert, know that I could come in and I could do this too. And that was really powerful. Both of those things were so powerful to me in the beginning. And, you know, at the time I just had my daughter, she was 6 months old, and I loved my previous career as a behavior analyst, but in order to supervise a team of therapists providing ABA therapy, I had to be there in person. I had to train them in person. I had to be there and meet the families and work with the kiddos. And it was all stuff I loved, but it meant a lot of time away from my family. And we've since have had 2 more kids, and now I'm pregnant with twins. So we've grown to a family of 5, and truly, it makes me emotional even talking about it, because this wouldn't be our family without network marketing. It really is what's allowing us to have the big dream that we had, which is to have a big family. You know, from everything from paying for our IVF bills over the past many years to, you know, even this year at this point, now that we're a family of 5, we live somewhere that's very far away from either of our immediate families. We're very much on our own, even though we have an incredible support group of friends. As far as help with the kids, we are on our own. So, you know, what went from 5 or 6 years ago when I first started, my paychecks paying for preschool and eventually, you know, Montessori school and eventually maybe a nanny. Now, for the first time ever, we have an au pair that just started about 2 weeks ago. And it's amazing because it's just, even my January and February paycheck paid for that entire year, not just her fees and the fees to the agency, but also for her to travel with us and be with us. And like Kim said, I mean, even just growing to a family now of 7, we're going to need a new car this year, and that'll be paid in cash with my paychecks from this year. So it really is something that when I think of our family, it is what has allowed us to have the family that we've always dreamed of, which for us has always been a really big family. And I'm so grateful for that. In this industry, I can't say enough good things about it. And it pushes me as an introvert to even talk about the blessings. But I know that if even one of you watching this connects with that and reaches back to the person who sent you this video or the person who's showing you this video, that it's worth it. Because I just want you to know that we're all real moms, baby sleeping upstairs, one doing some homework, and another one hanging out with dad. And it is just such a gift. So thank you guys for letting me share. And I'm going to pass it over to another mama of 3, to my good friend, Erica.
Hi, everyone. I'm Erica. And prior to getting involved with Isagenix, I worked in the NFL with the Denver Broncos here for 10 plus years in sponsorship and marketing. And it was the most amazing job ever. And I loved every bit of it. But as we started our family, the conversation of, does my income pay for the cost of childcare come up? And maybe you've had that similar conversation. And it was at that time that my husband and I made the decision that, unfortunately, because of the cost of childcare, it didn't make much sense for me to go back to work, which was a really hard decision for me. I was crushed and I cried. And of course, they won the Super Bowl the next year after I left. And so it was just a really tough decision. And so when I came home and we started our family, and now we have 3 kids, I was just really looking for something to fill that void of mom and something else. Like I loved being a mom, but I kind of craved a little bit more of something else. I missed work. I missed that environment. I missed the travel. I missed strategy sessions and brainstorming and marketing and all those things. And so Isagenix very much was that piece that kind of filled my cup. And also it kind of came with the bonus of an amazing compensation plan that in the beginning paid for the Target runs and the kids' clothes and a hair appointment or a nail appointment. And as my kids have grown, the income has grown. And so now it's preschool and car payments and gymnastics camps and all hockey equipment, all the things. And so it's been an amazing blessing that as my family's grown and my kids are getting older, that income has done the same thing. And so now it's just kind of blessed our family in different ways as we've kind of moved along. What I love about Isagenix, and I think this is the big piece that's happening in our world and what we're living in, is we see a lot of women, influencers, bloggers, whatever they are in the world, in the Instagram world, and they are doing very much what Isagenix is, which is simply just sharing what we love. And so you maybe follow somebody on Instagram or a blogger and you see something that they love on Amazon and you're swiping up and you're purchasing from them. And I do it all the time. I do it every day. And so Isagenix is just very much that. But you don't have to have 10,000 followers. You don't have to have 500 followers. It's just an opportunity to share what we love and be generally rewarded for doing that. And so I think that's really exciting, is we're on that time of where we see so much of that happening all around us, and that Isagenix can be a part of that. And what's great is it's just great, delicious food that's delivered to our house for me and my kids and my husband. And it's just been the best blessing. And I will say that I was one of those moms that was guilty of not eating breakfast in the morning, getting all the kids ready for school and 2 different drop-offs and making all the lunches, and I wasn't eating and fueling myself properly. And so this has just been that opportunity that now I know it's a quick shake in the morning, 30 seconds for me, and it's not 11 o'clock and I look around and I'm like, oh my gosh, I haven't eaten today, I'm starving. Just that quick, good, dense nutrition that I'm getting into myself and my kids and my family. So that being said, I'm going to introduce you guys to Morgan.
Hey, everybody. Thank you for having me. Thank you, Erica. Thank you, Amy. Thank you, Kim. So you guys, this business model is for busy women. And that is our passion. I mean, I am sitting here with a little sleeping baby taking a nap, 2 big kids in their room upstairs, and I'm on borrowed time. I never look like this in the middle of the day. So what I want you guys to hear loud and clear is that we have talked about income, and I just want to dig into that a little bit more. I'm going to get uncomfortable here because I never know when this is reaching the right woman at the right time. So obviously, like, you can pull the disclaimer on income potential, and we would all like to definitely say that there's weeks we work full-time hours, there's weeks we work 30 minutes. We get paid every Monday. And to me, that is incredible. And some of the things that I want to share with you that network marketing has done for me as a person, as a woman, and us as a family is we were able to put $100,000 into our fixer-upper house, which is awesome, all cash. We've been able to save around $150,000 into retirement. And my husband was able to be a stay-at-home dad for 5 years, you guys. That's incredible. We paid for 2 cars in cash, which the place, like the place we bought them from, the dealership didn't even really know what to do when we were like, can we write a check for this car? And they're like, we don't even know how to do that. So we are weird, and we know that, but we love that. So last summer, we were able to save and afford taking our entire family of 5 to Europe for a month. Like, that's like the trip of a lifetime, you guys. So I just wanted to paint the picture of, like, this is freedom living. And one of the things that I think is so huge right now, as I'm turning 40 this year, is our products focus on like vitality and totally about like immune boosting and anti-aging and aging gracefully and longevity and like just being a vibrant woman. I'm not looking to have that banging body I had when I used to, no joke, model in bikinis. I am looking to be this mom with energy and enthusiasm and show up in these children's lives, not sitting down on the couch saying, bring me books. I'm actually like, no, let's go outside and throw the baseball. Let's go outside and kick the soccer ball. Hey, let's go play tennis at the park. So that is the kind of mom that I want to leave and the legacy I want to leave. And speaking about legacy, this is a legacy business. We can will it to our children. What? Mind blown. We're not doing all this work and then dying and then giving it to nobody. We can one day pass it on to our children. So the other thing I want you guys to hear about like income is that my husband and I both have a business center. That means every Monday we get paid twice, on Morgan's Business Center and on Walt's Business Center. And that is incredible. So we earn double the income for doing the same amount of work. My husband might work for 5 minutes in a week, and I might work for 50 or 500, right? So it's so incredible to me that we both walk away with money every Monday morning on the same businesses. And just know this is a stable, old, family-owned, multi-billion-dollar company. You can look it up under BBB, Better Business Bureau. You can look it up under the Direct Selling Association. It is incredible. Some people call it the Florida of network marketing because it's where network marketers go to retire. So woohoo! We are on the right track. So I read something the other day that I thought was really incredible, and it said, suddenly a home-based business distributing nutrition not made in China seems like a really solid idea right about now. And I just cannot say that enough. And I know it's snarky, but I also know it's true. And I just want you guys to remember that this is shelf-stable nutrition. Like, we literally have canisters of shakes and bars and everything that's able to feed our family all throughout the year. So what else I want you guys to hear is that we went through hard times as a marriage. My husband lost his job, and it was one of the hardest times we ever went through. I mean, he called me on a Friday and says, you need to come pick me up. And I said, why? Drive your work truck home. And he said, no, I just got laid off. This was in the construction crash. It was awful. We had to pack up our house in San Francisco in 10 days. We moved to Texas. We both were extremely unhappy and lost and confused and filled with debt. If somebody would have put this exact business model in front of me and said, what you have to buy to start this business is food, I would have said, oh my gosh, where do I sign up? People put this business model in front of me, but you know what else they put in front of me? You need to buy $750 worth of skincare. Yeah, no, not going to happen. If somebody said, to start your business, you have to buy food instead of going to the grocery store, I would have been like, where do I sign up for this? So just know, I want you to reach back out to the person that like gave you this video, showed you this video, shared this video, and ask your questions. Find out about this business model. It is our passion to help other women have this like level of financial freedom, truly. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you guys so much again. Just like Morgan said, thank you, Morgan, Amy, Erica. Reach out to the person who sent this video to you. If you have any questions, we're here to support you in any way we can. Thank you guys so much.